Hands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Montez Sweat brought him down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To number 88. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Burrow. And James has it. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Small. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs. 48 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Parks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and 1. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
87.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Chargers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. As he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Looking to pass. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Burrow's pass. 7 yards, the pickup there. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going, that's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Burrow. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Makes the score Chargers 21.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down. And
so with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. His kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Chargers 21.
So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Rams 20.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28.
On 2nd down, Small. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hand.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pop.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Rams are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And they got into the end zone. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 26-yard line.
The football going back to the Rams now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Chargers first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Kramer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Small. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Rams Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kids first.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 78 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards on first. first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.